So, Courtney, tell me what brings you out today?
Well, I need a new home.
Awesome. So, tell me a little bit about where you're living right now.
Well, I'm actually in an apartment right now, so this would be my first home purchase.
Oh, that's exciting. Where's your apartment at?
I'm actually in the energy corridor right now, off of I-10.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of ways from here,
Yeah.
but
Do you work over there as well, or do you work up on this side of town?
I actually work on this side of town. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So while I like that side of town, I work here, and I just kind of figure it's about time for to invest in my own home, and
Yeah.
and being close to work this way makes it a lot of sense to look here.
That makes sense. So the plan is to live up here, work up here, and then go over there for entertainment.
Sure. Yeah.
No, that's great. So tell me a little bit about the apartment that you're in. Tell me some of the things that you would like to change about your apartment.
Well, I mean, the biggest thing, of course, with apartment living, I'm sure, versus almost any home. I'm not sure. Well, you said you start at 2,300 square feet, which sounds good because I'm in about 1,200 now, so it'd be like doubling the size.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing that I think is a problem for me right now is just the general size of the apartment, and things that you don't get in apartments. I know right now I have a closet of a pantry. I mean, it's
Right.
really, you can't call it a pantry. It's ridiculous. And so that, I mean, I know that sounds kind of silly, pantry, but it's really, being that I cook and I do spend time in the kitchen, I really need pantry space. And it's really a lot of the storage, just general storage space that I'm lacking, being the apartment that I really, really need and want. Of course, too, I don't have, place to take my dog out. I'm on the second floor, so almost any apartment living you look for, you always have to live, I mean, it's hard to get on the first floor. So the idea of having a home with a yard is just so, appealing to me. So I could just do a doggy door, let her out the back, and it's nice and easy.
It makes it a lot more convenient, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your shopping experience. What have you been looking for a home for very long? What are some of the things that you've looked at so far that you've liked, and some of the things that you've disliked? Have you looked at new homes, used homes? Talk to me about that a little bit.
So yeah, I've only really been looking for about 2 months, so not a long time,
Okay.
but I have been focusing before today, or really before this last week, I guess, focusing on resale.
Okay.
But from what I've seen, I've only gone and looked at a few, but I can pretty well see that it seems like, at least in this era, the resale, it might be a great location, or it might be large enough, but then it's older, it's outdated, and I'm going to have to redo everything in the kitchen. I feel as though if I'm going to make such a large investment in my first home ever, I really want to make it, and I know it's new construction, I can customize it quite a bit.
Right.
And so that's what's appealing to me new. So now I'm kind of transitioning from looking at the resale to now starting to more seriously look at new construction.
Well, and there's something great about moving into a home and not having to work on it the day that you move in. With new construction, it's perfect. It's exactly what you wanted from the day that it got built. So that's something that's nice as well. So when you think about it, and I'm sure you spent quite a bit of time thinking about what you want and what you envision for your dream home. Talk to me a little bit about that. What's the size, bedrooms, the style and design of the home? Kind of tell me what your picture of a dream home is.
Sure. Well, so of course all my colors, right? Wood floors, for sure is a must-have. But as far as like the home itself, I mean, I think 2,300 square feet, 23 to maybe 3,000. It seems, from what I've seen and been in, feels pretty good. I mean, I know it's a wide range, but it depends on the layout too. But really, when it comes to the home itself, other than, it's just myself and my dog. So other than like the main areas, family, living room, and the master bath,
Right.
I don't really care a whole lot about secondary bedrooms. I do need them to be large enough for, like a queen size bed for guests.
Of course.
Because I'm in a 1-bedroom now, so I don't have a place for guests to come stay.
Okay.
With no family in town, they come stay quite a bit. So I would love to actually have maybe even 2 guest rooms if possible. Would be great. So a minimum of three bedrooms. And then I would love to have kind of like a flex space, either that being a 4th bedroom or maybe like a game room.
Okay.
Which I've seen those 1.5 stories,
Yeah.
and those seem kind of cool.
Do you like
So
those?
yeah, I'm kind of back and forth 1 to 1.5, but those are kind of nice because you get that game room or bonus room or just flex area like away from everything else.
Yeah.
So if I'm entertaining or if people staying downstairs, I can kind of create out of that flex space either a workout area or a media room, or I can kind of decide what I want to do with that.
So kind of all of the main living square footage on the first floor,
Yes.
and then secondary upstairs.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like the bedrooms all on the first floor. So that's
Okay.
where I'm kind of sticking to that 1 or 1.5, because I don't want, when they're not here, when they're not visiting, I don't want to have to go upstairs to clean.
Right.
So I'm to keep it as much on the first floor as possible.
Okay.
So maybe even game room on the first floor would be cool. So something like that. But definitely the bigger kitchen and the pantry are the number one.
And that's what I was just going to ask. So describe kind of your kitchen to me. Kitchen and entertaining area. Do you do much entertaining?
I do, actually. So the open concept, which I know there's almost every home, right, is open, but as open as I can get it from, right, with resale. Like the older homes, definitely kind of, you can tell they're just not as open, which is again why I kind of am leaning now towards the new, because resale just, you can't get that. And I can maybe change countertops and backsplash, but I'm not going to retro to go through that much construction and,
exactly,
cost and time and messing with all that. So yeah, open concept, the kitchen to the family, extremely open. I'm really big about sight lines from like the kitchen sink to the TV.
Okay.
Because when I am home by myself and I'm watching TV but cleaning the kitchen at night, I want to be able to do the dishes and still watch TV. Be able to see that.
Makes
And
sense.
then I think when you're entertaining, that same layout kind of helps there as well, so that people aren't feeling, or are feeling like they're included.
Right.
No matter, if the ladies are cooking in the kitchen and guys are hanging in the living room or what have you, it all kind of flows and feels, because I've definitely been to some parties where it was all chopped up in the home, and it just kind of makes for a weird experience.
I agree.
What I like.
Yeah, it kind of seems like when you have a group of people over, the guys kind of hang out in one area and the ladies in another, but you still want to have a nice free flowing one large space that kind of acts as one. So no, I get what you're saying. Tell me a little bit about your lease on your apartment. It sounds like, if I'm not mistaken, I think you want to kind of customize this and you probably want to build from the ground up. Am I making the correct assumption, or would you like to purchase something that's already built? Talk to me a little bit about that.
No, I'm pretty sure I want to build.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a quick move-in that I just absolutely loved, but being my first home, I just get a lot of excitement out of being able to pick everything myself.
Sure.
So I think building is the way to go.
Great. When is your lease up on your apartment?
And late December, so right at the end of this year.
Oh, so that'll work out perfect. So the with the build time and with you being able to go to the design center and make all of your selections with us, the timing would be absolutely perfect for buildings. So let me just talk a little bit about what I think that you're looking for, and then we can sit down and take a look at some plans. So somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,300 to 3,000 square feet, probably a 1 to 1.5 story, something with an open concept. The kitchen is really important to you. Probably 3, maybe 4 bedrooms. Something with a decent sized yard. But is yard really important to you? You need something that's really a big yard, like could put a pool in?
Yes, I would like the option to do a pool. I probably won't do it right away, but yes, definitely.
But have the option to do that?
Probably more so than even the room for the pool would be room for the dog.
Okay.
So yard space is important for that reason.
Okay. Storage space, definitely. We gotta have plenty of storage space.
Mm-hmm.
And am I missing anything else that you can think of?
No, I think that's about it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Well, let's go take a look at a few plans. Does that sound like a good idea to you?
Sure.
Wonderful.
Sounds good. Thanks.